Um, and I've put them together before with just straight up LEDs and like multiplexing, but I think we can still get the individual LEDs with the WS2812 drivers, so so that it shouldn't require as much work. And then the other thing I was doing was I was using a new, trying out a new like UX tool for putting together like site design and wireframes and stuff like that, and it's actually very nice and fluid, and like I've been able to put together some nice stuff, but it's not quite a whole lot yet. So yeah, I've been like picking at the design, and then there's just like a lot of like odd-ended stuff, trying to get stuff going with Ken. For some of the parts sourcing, I was trying to hit up directly some of the companies we wanted to get parts from to see if I could get like a better deal.
Site design
so
and wireframes.
So I already at least got something with the people who make the little Wi-Fi modules, so I'll be getting those for cheaper.
Like I've been able to put together some nice stuff, but it's
and I can order just, it turns out I can order just the board, like the boards from them,
so yeah, I've been
which
like
is nice.
looking at the design
So we don't have to get the enclosure and all this stuff that we don't need.
Trying to get stuff going with Ken. For some of the part sourcing, I was trying to hit up directly some of the companies we wanted to get parts from.
I feel like I'm missing something.
Like a better deal. So I already at least got something with the people who make the little Wi-Fi modules.
Yeah, I guess the main thing is just like where I want to get the LEDs from, and then like we're doing the Homebrew Robotics project, we can make parts out like a 50% shop for us, and I was really hoping to have like a telebot or two done just to have there to show. And I'm also thinking out of this next batch, like, we should probably send at least one of them to you, Rick, so that way you have it to demo and show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah, I don't know, I think that's it. That's a lot. Oh yeah, and then we're trying to sort out the payroll stuff with Theo's dad, so he's been helping out with, like, the figuring out our account stuff and getting us set up with that.
Yeah, my dad's going to help us with the basics until we get CPA.
If I can interrupt you quickly, this website has 9 of them installed. It's in Japanese, I think. They're translated, but you can buy it from there.
Can we? Give me that link. Slack me that link.
You buy on 9, and then they'll make what, do that from my head. 4.5 robots?
Yeah.
So 4?
Yeah. That's more than we got right now. Good,
I think it's the same one.
Yeah, it is. Totally. Good job, Kevin. Excellent work.
Excellent work.
I'm gonna buy all 9. Let's see if it lets me. Buy!
Maybe buy 8. I don't know if 9 will help you if you have an odd number.
Kevin's so good at finding stuff on the internet.
What about how you search?
He like found me a discount for the conference, so I paid like 20% off and with last year's code and yeah, it's cool.
Jose finds everything posted on Craigslist and identify anything on the deep internet. Those are our superpowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you have like some like process that you use to crawl regularly,
No.
Like you responded to me a couple times in fact when I posted in the Bay Area, and you were like the first guy or whatever to respond to Rick in San Diego. Is it just coincidence, or like do you have like a programmatic thing going on?
No, it's just coincidence. I just have an app that I use regularly, but it's just coincidence. I got lucky.
Can somebody...
I looked to find any more eyes. Those are just ones I found within like 2 minutes.
Yeah,
I
cool.
really looking.
Yeah, that's way better than me. Yeah, please look. Please find more. I can't actually sign into my Amazon account. Can you? Can you translate your page so you can actually read it?
You can't sign into your Amazon account?
Not from the Japanese page, no.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm just seeing if it's me forgetting my password or, yeah, it looks like a, yeah.
You mean it's on Japanese Amazon?
Yeah, it's like, I guess Japanese Amazon, it does not relate to American
It's
Amazon.
like a whole different world.
Interesting.
It really is.
Oh shit, well who can help us with this? Actually, I know somebody. I actually know somebody. I forgot.
Google Translate and it translated it right.
I actually got this, guys. Like, I know somebody. Let me...
You should go Magna Chan. Help us.
Magnet Chan?
You have a Magna Chan?
That's one of my characters.
She's your friend.
Yeah. Copy, link address.
Joe have like split personality disorder?
No, it's just like a character of a game she created.
It's called Magna Chan.
Alright, what are we doing? Are we okay.
Well, I'm gonna see if my friend can do it. So.
Alright, so we need somebody to translate or to understand Japanese to sign up.
Well, yeah, Japanese friend, so just ask him.
If you use Google Chrome, you just right click and hit translate to English.
No, it's the whole setting up an account and everything. Like, you might already just have it all done, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Like, you live here, but, yeah.
Yeah. And then, possibly tomorrow, I might get makeup put on me by a robot.
Oh, we're gonna do that tomorrow?
Whoa.
No.
We'll
We'll do it tomorrow? Alright.
What's that?
Could be worse. Could be a tattoo.
We can tell them it's a tattoo. We can tell them it's a
That's
tattoo.
pretty funny.
Yeah. Let's do the real thing and put a tattoo gun on it.
I have a pin that looks like it's a tattoo gun.
There you go.
For, yeah, if we can get like 1,000 robots. What is that? That's like $10.
First of all, people need to be able to buy more than 100 robots at a time. That'll help a lot. We got our first Bitcoin donation today, guys.
Oh, yeah.
It was $100 worth of Bitcoin.
Nice. Nice.
I've never had a Bitcoin before. Now I have 0.0325 Bitcoin.
Yeah, it was $100. It was a huge donation.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And I got like another $50 in bits on Twitch.
Cool.
$50 in bits?
Yeah, on Twitch.
Is that just today?
Yeah.
That's the thing. We gotta make it easier for them to like give us more bits.
Oh, we also gotta make it compelling.
They like click on 140 and actually get them, even if they wanted to.
He might have spent Litecoin and Ethereum as well, right?
Somebody else sent Ethereum.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you found my Magna Chan game. Oh, that's hilarious.
Wait. Oh yeah, I have seen it.
And it was speaking Tumblr.
Alright, cool. Well, anything else anybody wants to spitball, talk about?
Yeah. I know we mentioned it to Theo and Rick and one to Jill. Is there a way to put like website actual name or the actual name of the company on the box that we send out? That way, if they're out and about, people passing by can see as well.
I guess we could. I mean, as long as it doesn't look tacky.
No, I mean, you guys put on however you want. I just think it'd be good to have the actual name of the company on it, as well as, that way if people walking by could check it out.
Yeah, let's think about that. I probably want to get like a cool little vinyl sticker or something then.
Yeah.
But I figure whoever they're with will probably be advertising them pretty heavily.
If they're, okay, so if they're at a conference, then do you think they should have like a giant
Yes.
sign that people can actually read from a distance and visit the website? Now, if they're running around somebody's house,
Yeah.
that would be tacky.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Cool. Alright. Anything else? No? What do you guys think about President Trump? Yay, nay?
Pardon?
Not great.
Not great. Cool. Alright, well, you don't wanna, like, split the company here.
I don't get
Why
politics.
do you like President Trump? Is that what you're getting at?
No.
I'm pretty apolitical. Anyway. But I do find...
Let's do a quick, after meeting, going to have.
Okay, sure. Alright, well, alright, thanks guys. Hope you guys have a good night.
So, yeah.
See ya.
See ya.
Alright,
Cool. Should we
I just wanted to ask you,
private mode?
looking, okay, I think, we're at the point where we should start designing self-charging for the robots.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect example, somebody likes to turn it on a lot, but now they have to like babysit it. I think babysitting my robot, keeping them charged, and mine lasts for like 24 hours. So it'd be great if we had that feature. I've already got pieces of it in place. So, I mean, however you want to go about it, Joe.
Okay.
It'd be cool.
I would probably put like a couple of metal plates on the bottom of the robot, and then yeah, like we just design a charging dock so that way the wheels sort of fit in a very specific like rail, and then when it goes all the way in, like we'll know that like, you know, maybe there's two pads on this little thing, and we know that they'll touch the pads on the bottom of the robot. Like we'll probably need springs, and then that could act like that's the most immediate mechanism I can think of off the top of my head that's like doable.
Is that what Roomba uses, by the way?
I don't know if Roomba does it exactly like that, but I think most of them sort of work like that. You know, because you've got to find a place to like touch metal to metal, unless you're doing inductive charging, which is also possible.
But I wouldn't recommend inductive just because
Yeah, it's
unless you blasted it with power, it's not going to transfer as fast.
yeah. Plus it pretty much has to be close enough to have contact anyway. So you might as well put the pads on it. So the danger is anything touching those pads, like other than the robot, like anything like going across the power and ground other than the robot. So it's got like that's the safety issue there, and then that gets extremely worrisome to deal with as far as like distributing robots out. So like we would have to figure out a way to do that safely. That's the only thing I can think of that would be a problem. As far as use cases goes, like it's hard to say like how many. So there's definitely a group of people that like to leave them on, but I think when we're looking at streamers, they also like to be engaged heavily. So far, but we only have very limited use cases, right?
Yeah, but nobody wants to like charge batteries manually.
Yeah.
It's just not.
It is. We did make it extremely easy, but yeah, like it's not so fun. It is nice that it charges that as quickly as it does, though.
Yeah.
Like it takes an hour, and then that's the 4-hour charge. So,
I also think that once it actually got the self-charging capability, it's kind of put it in a different place, which is a really good place to be in, where the robot can be on all the time, even though it doesn't have to be active all the time. What I mean is the computer can be on 24/7 if we do this right. And that means you could have a situation where, like, for one thing, anytime you want to turn the robot on, it's completely, like, software-based. It's just a matter of, like, pressing on your cell phone or on on a web browser to make the robot go on. You could also have like a feature where if there's people on the website that want to play with the robot but it's turned off, they can like make the lights blink or something to signal to the user that they want it turned on, and then the user could,
That's a cool
oh,
idea.
there's people who want to play and they just turn it on.
Sort of like ringing a doorbell, like, hey, let me
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, that's an interesting feature. I like that. Yeah, I guess the only thing that would be hard to solve is how to do docking safely without, with like, because you have to have a reliable mechanism for, like, docking, but that mechanism also has to be, like, you know, infallible, so, you know, like, if a dog comes up and licks it, it's not gonna die, right?
Well, it's only, how many volts are we using, right? It's, I think 11.
It's not about volts, it's about amps. And when you're, like, depending on, like, you know, the kind of surface.
It is actually about volts, because that's defines how many amps actually flow through your tongue. It's limited by the resistance of your tongue. But if you have high voltage, you can push more amps through it. So if you're only at 11 volts, if you put your tongue on like a 9-volt battery, it does hurt, but it doesn't like burn your tongue off.
Yeah, but like static electricity that builds up on your carpet is like thousands of volts, but like it doesn't have.
Yeah, in that case, you're right, there's not enough amperage to do anything there. It runs out like the second.
Yeah.
It goes right through your body, but it runs out the moment it turns on. But what I mean is, even if you had like a 300 amp power supply, like a 300 amp capable power supply, if it was only at 11 volts,
that would kill you.
Hurt you.
You would die. That is lethal.
No, it wouldn't hurt you at all, because it wouldn't push enough current through.
If you stuck your tongue on that thing, I'm pretty sure you would die. We would have to look that up.
I think Rick is right.
You're right? Rick is right? Yeah. I wanna... Okay, well... I wanna...
Well, it's based on the tongue wall. So...
Well, what I'm saying is, like, there's... like a, you know, a wet conductive surface, like somebody's tongue, or, like, sweaty skin. Right?
Yeah. Still, well, yeah, I mean, it's true, like, the amount of, so, yeah, if you push, like, a lot of amps through a person, that will definitely kill them. I'm just saying 11 volts isn't enough to push a lot of amps through a person.
Okay. Then we will look that
So
up.
your electrical outlets are way more, you know, like, they are at 110 alternating current are basically people killers.
Yeah.
Whereas this DC 11 volt should be pretty damn harmless. It's kind of like a car battery, and you can touch a car battery, it doesn't really do anything. Even though it has a lot of amps ready to go, it's at the end put on it.
Okay. Well, we'll do that research. I still think it'd be in our best interest to do it in a safe way, just so people just, I mean, we don't even want anyone to get hurt or burned or anything like that. Even if it's not lethal, like, we still don't want something that...
Yeah. I mean, I agree, if we can engineer it somehow to be, you know, not easy to touch, that's good. I'm just saying there's no major danger. You're not going to kill anybody, or, you know, it's no big deal at that voltage.
Okay. Yeah, let me, so there's a doc somewhere that I have some future design stuff on, so we can add it there.
Is this what you want to talk about, Rick? The self-charging?
That's one thing. Also, because I want to get that started, because I think it'd be cool if we had that by the time Kickstarter came around. I think people actually kind of expect it. I've read the reviews of other little robots that drive around the house, and that's something that they kind of expect to have. That's one thing. I was gonna also ask about, I was just kind of nagging Joel where the stock split thing is.
I haven't done anything on that yet, so that just involves me getting in touch with the lawyer.
Okay. And, what do you guys think about user profiles and priorities?
Say that again?
User profiles, obvious user profile, a la, like Twitch does it. You go to the robot page and there's the profile.
And that's basically the Robocaster page, right?
Probably.
Yeah. So,
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's the Robocaster page. I'm working on that right now.
Okay.
Well, I'm juggling actually probably too many things right now, but it's the clustering thing, the Robocaster page, the LED widget eyes thing, supporting Sherlock's iPhone app,
yeah, I'd say the priorities are always going to be server stability, like, over everything else, and then, like, as far as feature implementation, like, it would definitely still be the Robocaster page over everything else. Because I think having a place for everyone to put information about themselves or their robots, like, you know, there's a lot of demand for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, well, yeah, so,
Alright, I was just checking. So you're already working on it?
yeah.
Yeah. Alright, that's all the points I had written down.
So, oh yeah, so I wanted to ask you this, like, we were streaming during the stand-up, and I just wanted to make sure that you weren't under NDA to say that whatever it was, dragging.
Oh yeah, that wasn't NDA.
Okay, I can delete that video.
Yeah, it probably did.
Yeah, best not.
So again, what was it, like, in more detail, it was, I forgot. I remember dragging something you were saying.
Yeah, it's a lead. He's built a solar-powered lead-removing robot. And I asked him, like, is that strong enough to actually remove leads? And he's like, well, so he has like a PhD in plant care or something. So what he said is it works because the soil is sandy and the weeds are just seedlings.
Yeah.
So all you have to do is like drag this like stiff wire as it has a certain shape apparently through the sand, and that kind of knocks the seedlings out of whack.
So even this is being streamed, right? People
Yeah,
can
we're
do it
being streamed right now.
through
Yeah, so
through
what?
robot.
Yeah.
Through the robot.
Cammy's looking at us.
Well, I mean, as long as we don't record it, whatever. We probably should like mute next time, but as long as we're not recording this, I don't think we've got very many dangerous listeners to like run off with an idea and implement it.
Okay.
I guess that's another vote for the mute feature, as if we didn't already have enough features that we need, but it's pretty useful.
So I can actually sign in the Canadian Amazon. That's good. Yes, yes, give me all of them. Give me all of them. 20. The seller only has one of these available.
Oh no.
Oh! Okay. Not worth it.
Oh man.
So what are you up to, Rick? How's your life going?
How's my life? I feel kind of jealous that you guys are out there living it up.
Living the dream.
San Francisco.
Come join us.
Not for the man anymore.
We'll have to get more money. We have to get more money.
Screw the man. Screw the patriarchy.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah, we've got 10 yachts. Totally.
Martin's watching.
Hi, Martin. Nice of you to join the stand-up.
Yeah, the secret stand-up.
Martin's always watching,
Yes.
silently lurking in the background.
I should just put googly eyes on Cammy. So, like, I had one random thought, and I'm not sure, like, if it's a great idea or not, because, like, it's like one of those things that I would consider distracting, potentially. Actually, it probably is, so, but I just want to say it anyway. Like, so I was thinking of making, like, a repeatable kit, so kitifying something like Cammy, and seeing how, if people respond to this kind of robot as well for the site. Because the sort of interesting thing is you could put, you know, like a little stick or something on Cammy and actually have it, like, pick up or interact with it. Or it could just, like, follow you around with, like, pan and tilt. But I guess we could also just get some of that functionality by
I like it.
doing a pan-only mode on Telly, which I think will still be, like, important.
Or you can always just put Cammy, I mean, this does not require too much effort. If you want to just take a picture of Cammy and put that in the store, and then see if people buy it. That's kind of like how I like to do things, just like slap it in the store and people start buying. If we get like one order a day for Cammy, then all of a sudden we know we have product.
Yeah, but I think the store needs some work in order to be effective as well. Like,
Oh, obviously.
Yeah.
But we'll stand.
yeah, no, I agree. Cause I can tell like there's streamers that are definitely interested in this thing too, like, you know, and it seems to have a little bit more utility for somebody's stream, like, in certain regards. So like it's like, you know, Telebot can't sit up on the desk and like hang out with Bonsai. Well,
The Telepod had like 4 more sensors on the bottom. It could drive around your desk.
yeah, I want to add that too. So like you want to have the
Actual resistance of the body varies depending upon the points of contact and the skin conditions. Points for life between the ears. For example, the internal resistance less the skin resistance is only 100 ohms, while the 10 deposit grows. For wet skin, over 500,000 ohms for dry skin.
Cool, thanks, Rick Julie. Thanks for the fun facts.
thanks for the Rick, really real Rick Julie. Yeah, anyway, something to think about. Like, not exactly Cammy, because Cammy's so awkward, but something close. Or just the arm. I don't know. Like, I still just want to build an arm for K-Pipe, so they dangerous. That's my dream.
Potentially, from my interpretation, 10 volts can be dangerous in certain instances.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But a low voltage can still be extremely
But
dangerous.
unlikely.
Yeah, like unlikely, but still potentially very dangerous.
So essentially, from my interpretation, 10 volts can be gone. Okay, from Rick Julie's interpretation,
Yeah.
from the fake Rick interpretation.
No, this is really real Rick.
I don't buy it, fake Rick. Sorry. I put my tongue on 9 volts for it, and it does actually not taste good, but it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, but a 9-volt battery does not have that much power. Like there's a couple order magnitudes different between a 9-volt battery and like what these chargers put out. Like it's several amps at 12 volts. Like
And how does amps that go through your tongue? I'll actually.
yeah, we should just look it up. Like we can debate about it forever. But we should definitely like look at something. Like, and I want to be absolutely certain about that. And again, like, we shouldn't be making something that puts people. I'm not saying that like we can't do this because it's hard. I'm just saying it's hard, and we have to consider that as a problem. Yeah. Well, I mean, for a short circuit, like, we have to put, like, some sort of, like, limiter on it, or diode, like, something to keep the... Yeah.
Where's the king?
So, yeah, we should definitely have something to, like, limit the rate, or whatever it's called. Oh man, I got looted. I got 1 loot. Thank you.
Will do.
Oh man, I got 2 loots. Damn.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't think about going to different Amazon countries.
Those chargers like have overcurrent protection anyway. Most chargers have overcurrent protection anyway, so if they short out, and most batteries have it also.
Yeah, I think shorts are less dangerous than accidentally charging your pet.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I think it's just don't worry about it too much. But let's just get a couple things. I mean, the way mine do it, it's got a couple, you saw it,
Yeah,
it's got metal things on the front, and it drives into a couple metal things. And, that's fine. Just need it, like, integrated into the selling box in a way that suits your case.
yeah, I'll think about it. I'm just trying to, like, visualize mechanisms, like, in my head that would keep the,
I'll walk up to my charger and put I'll put my hand in salt water and lay my hand across the 2 charge terminals for a full 20 seconds.
Why?
Hello.
Hello.
Well, I mean, we want to verify to hurt somebody, right?
Well, you'd have to do that with the actual Telebot charger.
Please take care with my
Like higher voltage.
Is it? Why?
Yeah, 16 volts or something.
Oh, interesting. Cool.
Do you have a life insurance?
Technically, yes, but you're not getting any of it.
If you die from...
Donate it to Let's Robot.
Yeah.
You can be a martyr.
Be a martyr.
I don't think so.
If you donate your life insurance, maybe we'll let you keep your shares.
We'll be the man.
Like,
How much are you spending?
Did our agreement cover the event of death, untimely death?
I think it's in there somewhere.
Although would this be considered a suicide? You've been hanging out with the robots too much.
That's my charger.
Oh, because they just always want to die.
Yeah.
Even with somebody as positive and happy as Bonsai Baby, they still want to die. Cool. How's everything else? Everything good?
Yeah. I mean, pretty much.
Have you been keeping an eye on, like, the
I'm not
robots?
a happy person right now, to tell you the truth, but it's just that's the chemical state. I mean,
You said you're not, or you are?
I'm not.
Why not? Just the chemicals?
I think I just hate doing 9 to 5 like job type things, and it kind of wears on me. Yeah, that's probably the main thing.
That was probably the biggest motivator to me. Leaving Disney was supreme depression.
Yeah.
Like absolute total depression. It wasn't totally related to working a 9 to 5, but yeah, it was not fun.
But it's not a big deal. It's like, as I said, it's like chemical and actually like sleeping and exercising correct that a lot. Well, I mean, your whole brain is chemical, but that's not to belittle chemical things either. They're very important. I'm saying things are manageable, but I mean, I'm already on the, I'm sort of like part of the whole involvement in this startup, the whole creation on our side, on my side of the startup, is to get out of the pocket.
Right.
I'm
Well,
on the path.
we gotta raise more money.
Yeah, and I'm gonna help with that too if I can.
Nice.
We
I hear you.
time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
recorded any more Rickcasts?
Yeah, I've got Rickcast number 2. I was asking Martin to, do the editing for me, because I figured he did a better job. But,
Get
I
on.
don't know, if he doesn't want to do it, I'll go ahead and do it. I know Martin's on the line right now, but if he doesn't really want to do it, I'll do it real simple editing. So,
Do you want a Cami? Will that help you with your Rickcast?
a Cammy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
that would be useful for the Rickcast.
Maybe I'll make another one.
That would be my Rickcast camera.
It's actually a very simple box to build.
Tripod is very large in comparison.
Yeah. And I can find a different size pole so it doesn't stand up so high. Although this was designed to slap me in the face, so it does reach out pretty far. Like, I don't have to make one that works like this. Because it was designed to hit people.
One, Joe.
Huh?
Here's the danger now. Your big one is can like slap a lead bar into your head and break your jaw.
It can. Yeah, no, it hurts when you're not careful.
Then you know that don't sound great.
Clanky noise, that's just the spring. When you move up and down there, you're pulling on tension springs.
So Martin, oh yeah, Martin, you graduated, right?
Oh man.
From high school.
Congrats.
Congrats.
Never mind that kid.
Nice.
Ooh.
Can you please free Terry?
Free Telly. What'd you guys do to Telly?
What do you want to make a meal? It's editing.
Hey, Rick Julie. Did you ever go by another username? 'Cause I feel like,
What did you pay?
I said, did
You
you,
should be really rich.
Yeah.
okay, well, were you anybody before Really Rick?
Yes, I was really. I was a non.
Okay.
Before I was Rick, I was a non.
That's free.
Alright, well, what are we doing? Talking?
I don't know,
about random
chilling. How's your day, Cammy? What'd you do?
What do you want to make a time for?
I think Cammy has a cold.
Editing.
Anything isn't a major? I thought you wanted to be a software engineer. Oh, okay, cool.
I'm going into engineering.
Nice.
We'll see.
Hey, how come you don't join our stand-ups anymore?
I will.
Cool.
Next week.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, you're finally safe.
I got this thing working too. The Euclid?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got like, so it has like visualization for like point clouds and
When did
like
you get this working?
facial recognition the other day. Like I just like turned it on and like was trying it out. So it's pretty interesting. Like it works pretty well, but I think I have to download apps onto it to get the interesting stuff. So it has all these separate components that are really cool, and you can see visualizations for like depth and like facial recognition and edge detection and all kinds of stuff. It has absolute positioning, so it can tell where it is in space, like pretty perfectly.
What's that called?
Intel Euclid. So yeah, they sent me one of their.
Does it work with Pi?
It possibly could, but you have to write software for it. But it's actually kind of, it's really easy to capture the video streams from it. Like, super easy. Ooh, it is not, I don't even think you can buy it.
Isn't it like $10,000 or something?
No, I don't think you can. If you can, it's like a $500 component probably. So, it's,
$400.
$400? Oh, so you can buy it now? That, yeah, they must have just finally launched it. When they sent me this, it wasn't available yet. But it's been sitting around for forever. Okay, yeah. So yeah, it's a $400 thing.
$400 add-on.
Yeah, $400 add-on. It's pretty nice. It has like several different cameras on it too, for different things, I guess. But it's probably the ultimate robot camera. And it has onboard AC Wi-Fi. It's basically like everything that we need in a robot minus the robot.
Okay.
Just put some wheels on it, we're good to go. Will I add it? I just replaced your batteries. I don't charge you, I just throw you away and make a new robot. Yeah, I don't know, it's cool. It'd be fun to do some stuff with this too.
Oh, I was thinking of fun stuff. I saw a drone in the Apple Store that is protected very nicely, like all the buttons are totally protected by the cage, which means we could have a drone flying around without worrying about it like destroying itself.
I think sensors are more. Does it have like the right $500 hover camera? Yeah, I think sensors are like the main thing, right?
So, yeah, at that moment, at the Mac Store, I was like, we should just add a drone to this site. It wouldn't even, I don't think it'd be that hard. As long as the drone has an API, I don't know if that one does, but if we had a drone with a cage around it that has an API, and then we like charge, I mean, I'm not going to let people just fly this thing all the time, right, because the batteries would just run out. But, well, I guess that would be the main thing. I don't know what would happen. One thing would just be that it'd be dead all the time. But I would probably like charge people $1, more than $1 maybe, to fly the drone. That would be actually pretty fun. Just fly the drone around my house arbitrarily.
Wow, in the house. Interesting.
Yeah. It's a small drone. I don't think it'll break anything.
Well, if it'll work. Yeah. I think you just should make the drones like move kind of slowly. I think there'd be a lot more value in just getting a lot of people to get on the drone, and besides, we have exclusive control, and if people want to be very particular about flying the drone, right? Like that basically is a way for people to pay $1 to fly the drone.
Well, I mean, maybe not pay $1, but I kind of think it should be like maybe they have to do something. I think it should be a premium feature. I think
if us as Let's Robot like are trying to get people to use the site and be interested, I don't think we should charge them. And if you know, because for us, like trying to make money off of that is very insignificant. Like I would rather not put up a paywall and just let people come in.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming it only lasts for like a few minutes anyway, so I was just saying in order to select a person gets to fly it, select it economically. Gotta fly it for like a little while and the battery goes dead.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I mean, it's not really worth. I mean, that's kind of
I'm sure the information not to have you been ready to
Plus you have to, I don't know, they're gonna fly around breaking stuff in my house too, so it's like, for destroying my house.
I mean, sure, I mean, do whatever. I'm just saying that, like, for us as a company, like, it's more valuable to us to get the head count than it is, like, to make, like, $2.
Yeah. I would probably just plug it in and start with anyway. I never tried to put anything on it, so far. But I think that, I just think that would be at the point of interest that perhaps it would be more monetizable.
More monetizable.
I think I see the one you're talking about, the one with the cage around the blades.
On the line.
I think it's $500 though.
Oh, the one on the right.
It's $500, but I mean, our robots are actually similar cost.
Yeah.
So,
That's one of those, like, selfie drones. So all we have to do is hack it to get it to work on the site. That's it.
yeah.
It has everything else that we would ever want in it, right? So we just have to, like, hack its software. And it has, like, I know this drone, it has, like, a shit ton of stabilization features on it. So it'd be actually really ideal for running on the site. Because we could just make it move very slowly, like when it goes forward or backwards. Like, it doesn't have to go fast.
What about battery?
Well, yeah, battery's always going to be an issue with a drone, like, no matter what, unless we make, like, a drone dirigible, which I want to do one day, but not today.
Battery.
That would be a very pointless drone.
Are you kidding me? You know what people do with tethers?
Yeah, that would be the worst thing.
But yeah, we could have a pattern to land on. I mean, that'd be pretty cool. Maybe not that hard. But to kind of land on the pad, and if people would actually do it. So yeah,
I mean,
in the ideal world, somebody would actually like land it on the charge pad.
it'd be great if we can get this connected, but if we have to hack the software, and that's like...
Yeah, they'd have to have an open API.
Well, what if the API is just like steering controls? It might be, I don't know if it would be easy or hard, but it's all you have to do is tell it like the amount it needs to go left or right for that.
I mean, that's if they have an API.
Yeah.
Honestly, if they don't have API, it's probably not worth it. I would look for a drone that does have an API.
Yeah, I mean, somehow I doubt this one would have an API. I mean, it seems like a closed garden. But that's too bad, this thing looks badass.
Plus, there's probably somebody that hacked it so that it does have an API. Usually that's what happens, like with Connect. Shortly after it came out, people like had it hacked so you could control it.
I think Parrot drones are pretty hackable. Like, I know that Parrot's like a big one that people like will mod. Yeah. Yeah, most of these robots do. It's all about using the radio waves. Gotta use the 5.8 gigahertz radio signals. Did I ever show you that? Did I ever show you that transmitter that I have that streams HD, like lossless? Like you lose 1 frame in latency, and that's it. So that's 1/60th of a second that you lose. That's the latency on it. It's really nice. Check it out. I can show you later, but it's like that was one of the things that I was looking into for when I was still focused on tethering robots to a device, a computer or a phone. and I have like a couple different iterations of the, and it's like a specific chip, and then there's like a few, planning on what?
Integrate ads.
Oh,
You guys want ads?
not
Those are the old
anytime
sites if
soon.
you want ads.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you do ask for, they might want to ask for Rovis.
When might be you like that would be more easy than market?
yeah, that's what
It's actually really low monetization. It's actually not a lot. Like, especially at our rate of traffic, it's just not significant.
Everyone using that without what you have not.
Yeah. Yeah, so there'd be ad block, and then
Well, our rate of traffic, there is no significant monetization.
I don't mind the market in exchange for less
Many times.
well, I'm just saying it's a lot of overhead for not real
but not
payoff
enough time to
yet.
use that model. I guess.
And besides the real power in advertising is developing like partnerships, and then that takes a lot of work. Not to say that we're not going to do that in the future, but like that's where like actual advertising money comes from. Like you know, if we wanted to like use certain hardware brands or stuff like that, like for our robots for the site or something like that. Yeah, like putting a logo on a robot works well for like an individual Robocaster, like not as well for the company. So we would have to have a strategy for, we have to sort of sort that out. What I want to do though is get into like, you know, like esports is a huge deal, like for Twitch, right? And there's a lot of competitive, like streaming companies that are trying to take a bite of that whole esports thing. But there's also like there's drone racing, like autonomous car racing is becoming a thing, right? And that's like stuff that's totally like in our camp, and like we should, like I think that like if we don't actually like start reaching out and trying to get those things like included on the site, like we'll be missing out big time. Like imagine if like there was a whole drone race, but on our site you could see the feed from every drone simultaneously in real time, right? Like that kind of stuff.
But they wouldn't be controllable through our site.
No. But, you know, we could take robots to events that are controllable. Like, we have, like, little disposable camera bots that can drive around stuff like the big robot battle that's going to happen between America and Japan.
Yeah.
Like, we just put, like, a bunch of disposable bots there for people to control, right?
Yeah.
And
Well, it doesn't, I mean, from that angle, it doesn't need to be I mean, that's a highly niche thing, like a robot battle, whereas we could be flying disposable robots on anything, right? Like any event that we wanted.
yeah, but I'm just saying that, you know, these esports is huge for Twitch. Oh yeah, those super fast sumo robots are super crazy, yeah. Like it doesn't look real, but it's totally real. You should see Tiny Robot Soccer, it's just as insane. Like, I don't know, like, how to find it on YouTube, but, like, I've seen those little tiny soccer robots. They're just, it's way more interesting to watch. Plen? What's P-L-E-N? Oh. We'd probably have to afford Plen, but we could. Nice. $400. I have a Darwin Mini. That's just about the same thing, probably.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this is like a giant, powerful HD transmitter, and it has a range of like over a mile.
Wow.
And yeah. So I actually put one of these on one of my robots once, and like was able to go like around the block from inside the house.
Wow.
So it's
How much
pretty.
is that?
This particular version of it is $500. but I have like a very small, like it doesn't have quite a big antenna, but that piece is like $130. So that'll handle like if I'm in the same room with the robot. So you get like the HD streaming to a device that can actually handle the encoding, like your phone, and then upload that so you can get like full HD locally. But then you're still, and that's like sort of the minimum hardware cost I think for it. Yeah. So and you don't do it like you would right now, like it would be like HDMI out into this, so what you're essentially creating is a wireless HDMI bridge. That's lossless.
So the camera connects somehow transmits its footage in like lossless form to this thing, and this thing transmits it to something like the phone, which does the encoding and computation, and that transmits it.
Well, yeah, you have to put a receiver on the phone. A receiver on the phone that can actually intake the like WXHDA or something format, whatever raw HDMI signal is processed in. Anyway, but neither here nor there. It was just things that I experimented with at some point.
Alright, really read the target. See you guys.
See ya.
Alright, good luck.
Good luck studying for your last day of school.
Thanks. Go.
Who else is here?
Who else have we got on the cami tonight?
I'm reasoning.
Hey, where are you based, Rick Julie?
New Jersey.
Oh, wait a second.
That's
Okay.
not San Diego. I'm beginning to suspect that isn't really Rick. Except I guess it is actually really Rick.
San Diego,
This is
New
so
Jersey.
confusing. I'm so confused right now.
San Diego, New Jersey.
This is almost like an official, like, Let's Robot Robocast. We've got like the three main people here kind of talking to Cammy. Any more? You guys got any questions for us since we're all here?
Why are you watching, Rick Julie? What do you do
Just visiting the sir.
for your day job?
Oh. I'm a college student.
Okay.
Biochemistry.
Nice.
Nice. Not an electrical engineer, obviously.
My daddy.
Oh, your dad's an electrical engineer?
Yeah.
Well, that's your dad. About 11 volts.
Cool.
You want a robot, Rick Julie?
I didn't say anything about the having bones juggling you.
Okay. Good.
Why does it say juggling? Is it swapping out?
Killing.
Killing.
You can't say kill.
Kill.
No, I
That
say
can be counted that is to charge you.
juggling, juggler, juggly.
If your skin's like all wet, you can
But
tell
in
it.
the right turn, we can do.
Man.
Watch out, we are just alone up soon.
Because we'll probably have a lot more orders later and build up a backlog. And then it'll take even longer for you to get them, so if you want them anytime soon, it's better to get them now before that happens.
Why did it not do that?
Because we're actually shipping robots out now to people, and some of them have, like, some of them are on Twitch and they have, like, huge followings already. So, like, tomorrow we'll have 3 new robots probably live and like one of the users has, how much does she, like 80,000 followers on Twitch?
Oh, gee.
Yeah, so we'll, you know, it'll build up.
The robot talk, only.
Very poorly, yeah. Is that a sad Tony bot?
What's the glitch between you and
Well, yesterday Bonsai Baby came on, and then tomorrow we're gonna get one Mr. Bean and K-Type Fashion. And then we have, and then we actually already have like a list of more streamers that were, like, the next robots are slated to go to. And then some of them have even, like, I think a couple of them have like 200,000 plus followers. So, it's gonna get crazy for us. But I'm just saying, if you want one, like, now's a good time before the storm hits, because you'll get in the line, like, soon enough.
Sorry, robots, guys. We're not biased.
Yeah, we're not biased. We do want to sell them. Cool. I don't know, any other business? Anything else?
Well, I mean, we gotta raise money. You know?
Yeah, we do. We gotta raise a lot. Gotta raise a lot more. So we've got enough. We've got enough to get to the Kickstarter, like, as we are right now. If we do it in 3 months, like, we have enough for that, and not much beyond that. Because we'll have to get to it in 3 months, run it for a month, and then that's when we would potentially get a payout from that. And then that's when we do raise number 2. But we still have to try to finish raise number 1. And I think the first part of the strategy for doing that is to research. Before I answer that, like, we'll want to research accelerator programs and figure out what's going to be open in the fall, and figure out, like, figure out what they focus on, and see how much that relates to us, what's their deadline, see what's doable, like, because, you know, we want to get into an accelerator in the fall, and, like, that will provide, like, probably most of the rest of the money we need to raise, because a lot of them will go around 100 days. And then that should be enough to get Rick up here with us. I mean, if we got to an accelerator, Rick would basically be required to join us. So. Kickstarter is one that I've looked at previously. And yeah, I'll look into that again. I actually know somebody who was. I know a couple people who were at Kickstarter before. Hey! Nice. Huh? So what would happen if the Kickstarter fails is, well, we would be very sad. But part of my thing is I don't want to do a Kickstarter unless I know it's going to succeed. So that's my main goal is to... Huh?
How much do you want to raise on Kickstarter?
Enough to justify, like, you know, making a plastic injection mold for the robot.
If you want to raise over 40K.
Yeah, I do. I want to raise, like, 300,000 or more. I think that's what I sort of calculated it to be, like optimal. Like, so there's like a sub-optimal range, which is like a little over 100,000, right? And then that's gonna be pretty much a wash. And if we sell less robots than that, so let's say we try to sell Telebot at $300 per robot on a Kickstarter, or $299, or whatever you want to call it, right? Right now, that robot for us is pretty much at cost. We don't have any margin on that robot whatsoever. We've got to pay for labor, And so, like, we can probably do some cost reduction, but in order to scale to, like, building, like, say, like, 500 robots, which is a middle number. It's not like a low number like 100. Like 100 we could do, 500 we couldn't do, but 500 is too little to actually go and get manufacturing done in China, right? And
one of our previous plans was to make kits.
yeah,
So this plan is not to make kits.
yeah. So $150,000 would be 500 robots, right? Like, we might be able to work with that, but I think in order for us to actually make enough robots to sort of, like, create a significant enough margin for us, we'd have to sell, like, 1,000 or more. Because just the plastic injection molding is going to cost, like, $50,000. And then, like, getting a professional company to build and design a robot for us, like I already got those estimates, and it's another like $50,000-$60,000, right? So that's just two of the components. Like, that's not covering all the manufacturing, the packaging, the shipping them here. Like, it doesn't cover all the parts. So that's the design, and then that's the unique parts of the design, which is the mechanical parts. So, like, I think $150,000 is sort of a minimum, unless we plan to hand build them all and sort of cap the upper limit of what we'll sell, like at, 100 or 200.
So we can use that manufacturing money to make them. We just wouldn't make any profit anymore.
Yeah, and like, not making profit is okay, because we plan to make money off the site, not the robots. So
That's what I'm saying.
but that's why I'm saying 150,000 is sort of like minimum. So 500 robots is like, we would have to sell at least that many.
Well, I don't know if there's any danger of setting the price too low, as long as the threshold. So let me just spitball, we got the threshold to 0, okay, and let me charge them $300 a piece.
Yeah.
Threshold, if one is well, we're already doing better than we are now, because we're losing $300 on everyone, rather than breaking even. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, bottom here. $100, that's still okay. I think because we can use like the special manufacturing facility that Shane was talking about.
Well, I think as far as like losing money, like we can afford to give away as many as we're planning to give away.
I'm saying if somebody ordered, let's say 100 of them only, that's when we went back we can pay for the losses, and that would greatly offset our costs, which is distributing the account, so that would still be a win.
Yeah.
If you order 200, 300, 400, that's still okay, and if they get up to like 1,000, then we start to have profit.
Yeah, but think about it this way though, Rick. So we like the way that our finances are right now, like we can last till the end of the Kickstarter. If at the end of that Kickstarter we end up with like 0 profit, like we will be unable to continue at this pace, and we will not have enough traction to like go to investors and say, hey, we deserve some more cash. Like, so there's that too. Like we get to the end of the Kickstarter, all of the money that we make from the Kickstarter has to go to building the robots. So that means me and Theo have to get jobs again, because at that point we'll be out of our cash. And if we don't have anything left after that, then it's going to be that much harder to produce those 100 robots. Huh?
Are you saying like somebody orders 500, like the people in general order 500 robots? Is that the scenario you're talking about?
I'm talking about your scenario where we sell a lot less robots, where we don't kind of hit the minimum threshold. Huh?
What's the number? It's got to be somewhere in between 1 and 1,000, so what's the number you're thinking of that would be problematic?
Anything below 500 would be problematic.
Because 400 robots are ordered.
Well, I mean, yes, of course there's always a gradient. Like, I don't want to get, like, particular about that stuff, but yes, like, there's some gray area in there.
300 are ordered and they pay $300 a piece. So then we're on the hook to pay the manufacturing cost with the same That's
You
still
are going to
300
have to find this again.
robots, which would cost, what should that cost? Like,
I don't want to plan for a low number Kickstarter. Like, I want to plan for, like, I want to sell, like, thousands of them or more. Like, I don't want to sell 100 of them.
I want to sell like a trillion of them, but I'm just
Yeah,
saying, if
so
that
let's,
happens,
well, we should act like, we should make a plan that we feel like will let us sell thousands of them or be successful, like, right?
what I was getting at is, I think if we did even 300, we could handle the manufacturing cost above the 300. And that would get us a lot more robots out into the wild, and we'd still be in a better position. So I don't see any downside of setting that threshold really low.
Because there's gonna be no runway. We're gonna hit a wall. We're gonna run off a cliff. Like we're gonna have, like we have to.
I still want to do the marketing, and so your success on Kickstarter is based on your ability to market successfully, not based on what the threshold set is. Threshold just determines like what your minimum thing is for the deal to go through. What I'm saying is, if 300 people sign up to buy one of these at $300 a piece, I think I want that deal to go through. Worst case, I still want that deal to go through because it's beneficial to our company. But I don't see any point in setting the threshold really high.
The most popular robot raised over $600K on Kickstarter.
Yeah. No, I think, well, if you consider drones, the number goes higher than that. But
No.
I would still consider $150,000 kind of the minimum buy-in to make it really, like, to...
Well, nobody's presented a reason yet to have the threshold is high.
150,000 is how many robots?
That's 500 robots.
500. Yeah, I mean, even if we took a loss from that, imagine having 500 robots, like, on the site.
How? How are we going to build them? Because we're going to have to get jobs. We're not going to be able to spend any of the money, like, to build the robots. Like, I mean, we're going to have to spend them just on building the robots, and then we've got to figure that out while we're trying to get jobs and all of this other stuff. I'm just saying that, like, we've got to have a better game plan, that's all. Yeah. Yeah. And, right? Like, I don't wanna, like, set our sights low.
So is your point that if it's too low of a threshold, like the manufacturing process is different?
Yeah, it's extremely it's much different. It makes it harder. Like, it gets a lot more expensive per robot to produce fewer robots. Like, once it crosses a threshold, it becomes much more economical to scale up, to use manufacturing, to go overseas, to get the, plastic injection molding.
If we were a hardware company, I 100% agree with you. There's no point in even doing it unless it's high enough. There's no way. But since really what we want to do is get a lot of these out there, and we're fronting the cost completely right now, I don't know, it just seems like having people buy like hundreds of them, they all have to work. There's no
Well, we have to get them hundreds of them. That's all I'm thinking about. Like, we can't just say that we're going to do it. Like, we have to know how it's going to get done. And just, like, waving our hand and saying, well, use that place that Ken wants is not enough.
So I was asking, what do you think the cost is of building the 300? So the manufacturing cost would be not at scale for 300 of them.
Well, it's still going to cost, like, $200 to $300 per robot until we can actually scale manufacturing. Yeah, because we're gonna have to pay for labor because we're not gonna be able to do it all ourselves. We're gonna have to ship all these robots places. We're gonna have to do packaging. Huh?
It costs $300.
Well, you've got the parts, you've got the manufacturing, you've got the packaging, like you've got everything else that needs to support it. You've got to ship them. Like,
Is the labor included in that?
They would always pay for the shipping themselves, right?
okay, sure. But I'm just saying there's more to it than just robot parts.
Focus on you and
I guess
And like, so like you know, like it takes us a while to.
I just thought that we let me do
Well, what are the specifics about Ken's magical whatever?
Well, it's just a cheap way to get like labor, right? But it's still labor that we have to pay for. It's not free. So like you know, like we could get like cheap like labor towards the cheap end, of course, but we don't know exactly what it costs. And like we can do a significant amount of cost reduction on the robot itself, and Parallax can help us with some of that. But we've got to just all I'm saying is we gotta like talk to people. Like I can't just like accept that. Right? That okay, that's the plan. Like we actually have to have a plan to have a plan. Like, right?
Like, we need a plan to,
I mean, I completely agree. I think we should actually have a plan for what if they order only 300. Yeah, I think we should let them do it. Unless it's just going to kill us as a company. But honestly,
Yes.
if we can't support building 300, like the labor cost of building 300 robots, we're trying to shit out of luck anyway.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, we have to scope it, like, right? That's all I'm saying. Like, I can't agree to something that, yet, right? Like, I think yes, like, we want to find a way to make it work with 300 robots, but we just have to figure out how to make it work, is all. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying no, or anything like that. Like,
Yeah, we're just raising we just want to have the proper
yes,
discussion.
and,
Yeah, that makes sense. I just kind of, I like to just kind
I know
of,
you can hear me and my last read.
but, yeah, you're right. I mean, we do have plans, but I just think it's doable. Just intuitively, I think that it's perhaps more efficient than what we're doing now, if we think it through.
yeah.
Wait, we don't have time.
I think anything's more efficient than what we're doing now.
No, we could be less efficient. I've seen it. I've been in it. I've lived it. We can be far less efficient than we are right now. We could also be much more efficient, yes, but we're at least in a forward like direction. Hey, we made a bunch of robots and just put them out. We're gonna make more. It's gonna be.
My feeling is that manufacturing, if you break it down, it's certainly start to get some. Like one person's job is going solder, they wire, steel plate, whatever, and that's all they do.
Yeah. No, we can optimize a build process for sure. Like, and the nice thing is we have a starting point now. We have Telebot, and now all we have to do is keep making it better and cheaper. And we have a list of things that will definitely make it a simpler robot to produce, and make it a cheaper robot to produce.
So we can talk about how we're going to first round on like and then like start thinking about everything and
Yeah, well, like I said,
we could approach accelerators or apply accelerators.
yeah,
Like accelerators. I mean, we should all do it. We should all do it.
if everybody's involved in it, then like we can share the burden. It's up to any one of us with a full-time job.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to start making random flights to San because India is pretty lame and funny and stuff, and it's just so much richer out there. I think it's worth, like 1 hour in San Francisco is worth like 20 hours in San Diego.
So, alright, well, the first step is, like, we look at accelerators that are going to open up that are in session in the fall. So right now, the bid has to apply. We have to look at what they want for material. We have to put together that material. We have to find who did.
But that's like a full-time job. And
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
like the
How-
reason why I started talking, I brought this up.
Okay.
I don't know, like, how to put this, or like, how to count
I
this,
know we
but
have
like,
here go, I'm not trying to recall, I don't know what the time, trying to spend time with BGBS and the talk to as late as I am.
I mean, I want to be able to also be applying to all these things, but I don't know. I mean, it's easy to say
I'm gonna do that and this, but I can't, and I think I should be 100% right now on the code.
Okay.
Yeah, so, I don't know, I guess.
I mean, that puts more burden on me to do more of that stuff, and that means I'm less available to be supportive in areas where I'm good at helping.
Yes, it's right.
This is an idea, like, if you wanna take a break, there's an idea, like, if you wanna take a break for like a week from any actual work whatsoever, and just do some accelerator applications, I think that'd be perfectly good use of time. Here, and just go forward with technology for 1 week.
You guys think if development stops for 1 week, that we can afford that?
I think that would be, it would be a little hard if we did that right now. Like, if that happened now. I don't know about a couple of weeks from now, but just with new people about to come online. Right, like, I don't feel like that.
I do think you can easily take a week break from technical work.
I think that somebody like Kevin would be good, for instance, at digging up all of the places, finding deadlines, yeah, finding like, which accelerators are more related to what we're doing. And then on my end, I can use my contacts and see if there's people that we can reach out to personally at those accelerators to sort of strengthen our chances. And like, and that's just one leg of it. That's not even including like going to other angel groups. Right. So yeah, I mean, we closed some money, and so we don't want to waste our momentum either. So I definitely want to keep going, and I will devote time to it, like, for sure. But it's a lot of stuff, and it's not in my like natural field of things that I'm used to doing.
4,168,000.
Because I'm also of the opinion that I should just sit down and focus on, like, how to make the site good and usable and amazing and make your job easier.
Okay, well, maybe we should, like, dole out, like, some time, or, like, carve out some time, like, for all three of us, like, to, like, spend on doing these applications.
Well, I mean, I'm doing my part of fundraising. I don't want to do the application this second. The way that I think that it's a good thing to do. Just because I just don't want to do it. Whereas I do want to, like, meet people. So what I'm gonna do right now to help is to go. I mean, I don't know the community yet, and I would like to meet them. So what I'd like to do is go out and start meeting the community. I think being in a much better place than that is anything.
Yeah, I think, like, if we want this to work, like, we all have to do things that we don't want to do, and that includes, like, combining our efforts rather than doing our own efforts, like, because as long as we do that, and if we stay, like, diverged and split up and doing our own things and doing what we want to do, like, all the time, like, the stuff that needs to happen won't happen.
Yeah, I mean, do you think that only, I think both forms are valid forms of I mean, I think going around and meeting, like, other people, going to places where people are doing, you know, other sort of things in the industry and hanging out and meeting them and... It never hurts to meet people, but also keep in mind it takes months to build those relationships. Huh? Like, it never hurts to meet people, but it does take a long time to build up those relationships. Like, a long time. Like, you know, months to years. Well, okay. I mean, we have an in, like, we have our foot in the door, like, that's, so those are the resources we need to be, like, going through, those are the networks we need to be tapping. Well, but I mean, I'm not interested in being a part of a business where I can't grow this person either. So if it's always going to be, like, if it's only going to be you that's growing as a person that's out in, like, meet people. No, I'm not saying, like, don't meet people. I'm just saying that, like, there's a lot of hard work that needs to be done that's actually, like, you know, face down in front of your desk or computer. Like, we've all got to be willing to do, because none of us like that kind of work. Like, none of us like filling out applications. And it shouldn't be that bad, like, once we get, like, one thing done and we all agree that it's good. Like, because then that just gets, we can make variations of that for everyone else. Yeah, video. Yeah, because most places, they want a video, they want a description, like, they want a lot of the stuff that we already do kind of have done. You know, it's just a question of, if you want me to do something, just ask. I'm just saying I don't prefer doing that, and I'm working on a different side of it. But, yeah, I mean, it's like, Rick, I want you to make a video or whatever. Just tell me. Okay.
Well, Rick, I want you to apply to one accelerator on AngelList.
One accelerator? Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Great. That was easy.
It sounds like
About 100.
not thinking of if you promise refund with lower subject under your 100% sure you can deliver.
Like, I can go and I can apply to, like, an accelerator tonight and make a shitty video and put in a shitty application, right? And
It won't be that easy. It'll take all night. Like, longer than that.
right, but it's not the sort of thing that, like, you know.
What would be asked for?
I know, but that's not gonna get us. That's not gonna get us very much. Like, it's gotta be a little. I mean, we just. I mean, we just have to have a really solid presentation, like all around. Like, all the write-ups have to be good, the deck has to be good, the video has to be good, and we actually have to, like, all contribute to this content.
Well, I think the biggest missing thing right now is the video, because I remember trying to apply to an accelerator through AngelList, and I was going through it, and then I got blocked because I didn't have a video.
Alright, well, let's start thinking about a video. So let's think about a pitch video, and it'll be a 1 to 2 minute video. Because that's what people usually want, is a 1 to 2 minute video explaining the product. And then usually a separate video for the founder introducing themselves or whatever.
Do you want me to outline a video?
If you want to take the crack at outlining, sure.
Yeah, I'm not volunteering. I'm actually anti-volunteering. If you don't have the bandwidth.
Well, I mean, if you want to provide a starting point, sure. Like, that's actually really helpful.
Okay.
Because I don't even have one.
I can actually do that tonight, probably.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
Sandwich video.
So make it for now.
Make what for?
Just kidding, that's weird. Okay.
Corn.
Oh, making, oh, got it.
What video?
Rub my robot.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I just realized this is totally again.
This is Bob.
That was like today.
That was like, yeah, a couple hours ago.
Well, I totally missed it. I was distracted with something. Alright, cool. Oh, Theo's nose getting pinched by Telly Bean.
What? On the subreddit.
Now everybody who was watching got exposed to business Jill.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if any of my typical viewers were watching that. Nice. Cool. A little out of my Twitch character.
That's alright. You know, the reading speed we're realizing, everybody's looking for transparency of peers. Yeah, and the only one that says that all the podcasters say it too, like, that's the new, really the new trend is honesty, transparency.
Yeah, the age of the internet.
Transparency?
Yeah.
The transparency?
They're completely, funny thing is the word transparent doesn't really mean transparent.
Yeah. I'm not very good. This is terrible because we're all terrible at like keeping secrets. Apparently, bad at NDAs and that kind of stuff. There's none of us that are good at that.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm better.
Honestly, I've never seen anybody that's really good at it.
Well, we're not stupid either, I hope. Sometimes, maybe. Or maybe we're just gonna learn a hard lesson someday, who knows.
Alright, well,
Alright, Rick, so you're gonna create like a script or something? Or a
Yeah,
video?
just an outline.
An outline for a video.
Yeah. 2-minute video, like the pitch video.
first I'm gonna make an outline.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Well,
it.
what does the outline
It's a
mean?
starting point.
I mean, what is an outline for a video? I mean, basically a script, isn't it?
Oh, maybe, okay, you're right, I guess. Like a play? Like,
We'll talk about...
Well, he's not
I
writing.
never write out every word that we'll say on there.
Yeah, not like word for word, but like
Well, that's what the script would be.
person A says.
Well, I think it's more like this is topic 1, this is topic 2, this is topic 3, this is what we want to cover here, what we want to cover here, this is what we want to show here, and we can get into the nitty gritty of actually like writing it like after that first step. So, like first step, we decide on content.
It's conversational too, so it's kind of like, record somebody having a discussion and then edit it to the point that it's not shitty. And to me, that's a good way to, like, get to capture that, like, honest,
The authenticity.
yeah.
I like that. Hey, Nighthawk, do you want to edit a video for us?
Sure.
Oh, I thought you went to bed.
Nighthawk? Oh, his name is Nighthawk.
His name is Nighthawk, yes, it's true.
Not Dayhawk.
Definitely not Jayhawk.
But maybe you can help us edit our pitch video or whatever. You'll be pivotal.
Okay.
Sweet.
That's good.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Alright. I think we got,
Yeah, we've been rambling for like an hour,
Meeting!
hour and a half.
that's good.
We can't always paste your face on Cammy. So you could be here.
Yeah, I wish I had a decent, I should look into why my camera doesn't, or Google doesn't like my camera or something.
No, she was saying like we could print out a picture of your face,
Oh, okay.
cut it out, and stick it on Candy.
Okay, then you could like.
That'd be Julie Butt. Like, I think Rick's personality is perfect for like Alright, well, I gotta catch the bus back home. So I have this meeting. Good discussion. Alright, see you, Rick.
Good night.
Alright, well,
Hi.
I don't think I can do any more coding.
Oh.
I'm trying to catch the bus.
Now what?
I don't know. What are we gonna do now? I guess he is leaving.
$24 stream with Terry.
I wish I could, but the neighbors will come yell at us.
Why?
One of them just went to Sweden, and the other one's at some festival thing today. You could take Roxy to the park.
Yay.
Got 8 minutes to get there.
To the bus?
To get there.
Alright.
Alright, well, tomorrow,
Yeah, what do you want to do tomorrow?
I don't know. Can you do my phone?
We can do your place, we can meet somewhere in the middle. I can go to your place, it's fine. But I don't think makeup can happen if we do your place.
How would we do it anyway? Like, my face is gonna be like,
Yeah,
Agreeable.
the answer to all your questions is yes.
okay.
Oh, I mean, you would just put your face up to Cammy, and then Cammy
I
moves.
thought my face was gonna be here and then
No.
Kelly was gonna.
Oh no, not Kelly. It's Cammy. Cammy is the one that Cammy has a little bit more dexterity for that stuff. And torque, yes, actual torque. I'm gonna go outside.
How about we do my place tomorrow until, let's keep switching off until my roommate leaves every Saturday. Like tomorrow, stay at my place. And tomorrow will be the last day.
Is the
I can do my place even if
yeah. I might bring one of my whiteboards to your place. I have a little whiteboard. I still want to get a big one. I feel guilty about getting a big one, but I really want a big one. But I know it's one of those things that I would use a lot. So I should probably just get it.
we should just order it on Amazon. What is that dragon? Diamond shield.
Oh, it's, I don't know, some Lego thing. Found one day. I don't remember where it came from anymore.
Wait. No. Leave alone now. Is it weird? Terry. Talk to me. Enroll. Early. Hey. Alright. Kennedy. Can you hear me?